What's hatching, Toga Peeps? Tuperiu5 coming at you with the Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi OU battle. Was a tournament battle for Pokepark forums against Lamitie. Those of us who know him call him Lammy. I'm going to lead with Kingdra, predicting that he was going to lead with his Jump Pluff after the team preview. Why would I do that? Because this is a Resto Chesto Kingdra. Interesting set that Ridley introduced me to. Actually, Ridley introduced me to this whole team as the setup. So, set up the Rain Dance because I know I'm going to get away from that Sleep Powder with the Chesto Berry. Going to go for the Dragon Pulse. Doesn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. And he's going to set up the Substitute to ensure that he's going to be able to hit me with another move. And he's going to Sleep Powder me. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't have much to hit this with, but I'm going to wait and see what his next move is going to be. I didn't want him to go for the Stun Spore right off the bat and get me Sleep Powder Stun Spored, because I've had that happen and I hate it. So, now that I know the rain is going to stop at the end of this turn, I go into Tangrowth. Tangrowth, HP Fire. Excellent thing. Now, I don't know what he's going to do here, so I'm just going to go for a Substitute. Thought he would switch, but he goes for Bounce. Didn't know these things carried Bounce. And unfortunately for him, the first bounce of his is going to miss. And I'm going to go for a super effective HP Fire, and then it's going to take down a Substitute. Now, he's going to bounce. We're going to HP Fire sub for a couple minutes. Those of you may recognize the team I'm running because Fizzy Stardust featured a battle on the PokeMoshPit Main Channel with this about a month and a half ago, give or take. And this is a team, like I said, that Ridley made. This was my first OU team that I've been using since about the third week of Black and White came out in America. Why do both Fizzy Stardust and I have this? Because, like I said, Ridley made this team. He helped me out with it for my first team, and unfortunately, I did not have PokeSav or PokeGen. So, Fizzy Stardust, being the awesome guy he is, gen this team up for me. And I told him, hey, keep a copy. Ridley's custom sets, rock it out. So we're both rocking this team out. So I finally get his Jump Pluff down. And I'm thinking, okay, I have no idea what this Emboar is going to do. And I thought, because I have speed investment, that I would outpace it. But I don't. And he Flare Blitzes me, and I don't have enough health to substitute. So that's a wasted turn. I'm just like, oh, damn it, because I had an Earthquake. So, not sure exactly what's going on at this point. Thinking he might be Scarfed because he outsped. Go into Hammer Time, who is also Scarfed. Go for the safe Zen Headbutt. Know it's going to hit anything on his team because he doesn't have a Dark type. So, he goes into Bronzong, which takes that incredibly well because it's X4 resisted. And I go into my Empoleon. He sets up his rocks. He's going to switch out into Tentacruel. I'm going to set up my rocks. So I'm thinking, okay, what's this thing going to want to do? Going to go back into Hammer Time, thinking he'll probably either Rapid Spin to get rid of my rocks, or start setting up hazards of his own, or I don't even know. So he Rapid Spins, he gets the heck out of there. I go for Thunder Punch. Again, safe play. And he goes into Latias. And I see these three Pokemon are going to be really hard for me to work around. So I go back out into my Empoleon, because Empoleon can take hits from Latias all day long. And I'm not sure what he's going to do. So I go for the Ice Beam, expecting him to stay in and T-Bolt me, but he doesn't. So Ice Beam hits this Tentacruel, which does absolutely nothing. He's going to knock off my leftovers, which really sucks because this is one of my walls. So, yeah, I set my rocks back up, go into Hammer Time. He's going to set up his Toxic Spikes this turn. So he's going to withdraw Tentacle, go back into Bronzong, and Bronzong is going to take Zen Headbutt again extremely well. So, I'm going to switch out here because I can't stay in and just let him set up all day long, because that's what he's trying to do to me. So I go out into Darkwing, and I actually thought he was going to go for a Psychic there, or an Earthquake. Wasn't exactly sure what he had, but he goes for the Psyshock, which surprised me, but I resisted it either way. Gonna set up the T-Wave to paralyze anything because my team isn't exactly super fast. So paralyzing anything is going to be very good for my team. So he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fire after found out later that it is Hidden Power Fire. And he's going to crit me, which is going to break my sub. And I'm thinking, okay, that was neutral damage. I bet if I set up another substitute, it won't be taken out in one shot. So I set it up. Luckily for me, he gets a pair of hacks. Gonna go for the drill peck just to try and stall out his reflect. And as you can see, the HP fire was not enough to take down my substitute. So I'm just going to continue to drill peck because I'm getting more damage and he's recovering with leftovers. Not a lot, but in a war of attrition, I'm going to win because he's going to have to set up the reflects. So even after the reflect goes down, that doesn't do a lot. And I'm just waiting for him to break my sub so I can get the heck out of there. I don't want to waste a sub and might as well get damage as long as I have it set up. So he gets parahaxed again. So I'm just drill pecking away, whittling him down. Go for the sucker punch here because I know he's going to attack me, and that stab and it's going to be neutral, so I know it's going to do more. So my sub fades. Now I can get the heck out of there. And woof. Painful to watch, I know, guys. Gonna go back into my Empoleon. Wasn't exactly sure what the HP fire was when we were battling, because the only thing it had hit was my Haunch Crow. So I was thinking it wasn't going to be fighting, and it turns out that it was fire. And stupid me goes to set up my Stealth Rocks again, thinking that they were still Rapid Spun away, but they weren't. He Rapid Spins now. I Surf. Now he has 2 layers of Toxic Spikes up. And I'm just surfing to get damage on this thing. Get a crit there. And, oof. He's going to go for the Scald. Not going to get the burn at all. Set up the Stealth Rocks again, because I thought he would probably switch out there to go for something to get hit me a little bit harder. I'm going to go into Hammer Time. I'm going to get super toxic here. He's going to go for the Scald, but thankfully I'm poisoned. I don't have to worry about getting burnt. And I'm just going to go for the high jump kick here because I know it's going to hit anything pretty hard because it's freaking Medicham. So he knocks off my Choice Scarf, which sucks, but does allow me to switch my moves. So he's going to go into Bronzong, and I'm just going to stick with the high jump kick because I know it's going to kill that Tentacruel irregardless. And unfortunately for me, high jump kick isn't going to be enough to take out this Bronzong, and Medicham's going to go down. So I'm just going to bring out Haunch Crow, go straight for the Drill Peck because with the Reflect being down, I know that'll be enough to take it down, and now I have that thing out of my freaking hair. And I have the Moxie boost, so I'm sitting at +1. He brings out Mike Tyson, which is his freaking Pikachu. And stupid me, not thinking this was going to be the sub variant, goes for the Sucker Punch, and he has a free sub up. So I go out into Elvis, which is going to suck up the Toxic Spikes, which is excellent, and absorb the Thunderbolt. So he's going to go for Grass on him. Like, okay, I think I can take 2 more of those. Or 1 more of those, my mistake. So I'm like, okay, Earth Power. I do not want to get swept by a Pikachu. Please do not let me get swept by a Pikachu. 13 HP, excellent! Go for the Earth Power, taking down this freaking Pikachu, and thank God, because I did not want to be swept. So I know this thing is going to outrun me, and with 13 hit points, I don't want to switch. Go for the Sucker Punch. Gonna die to the Life Orb Recoil, because since it doesn't have a secondary effect, it does not negate the Life Orb Recoil. Which didn't matter, he would have taken me out with the Surf anyways. Going to Darkwing Duck, gonna Sucker Punch it, get the Moxie boost, excellent. Enjoying some leftover recovery. And out comes this freaking Emboar. And I'm like, what the hell? He outspeeds me, so I know he's Scarfed. So he's locked into Wild Charge. And I'm thinking, oh balls, this is my last Pokemon. I need to wake up. I can probably survive 1 or 2 of these Wild Charges because I'm bulky. And, okay, sleep, and I'm just mashing the Rain Dance button, praying I wake up. Oh god, 7 hit points. Wake up, get the Rain Dance up. I am faster than the rest of his team and can sweep now. And that is what happens. Spoiler alert, guys, my mistake. So, Malfoy is going to sweep through the rest of his team, which is Tentacruel. Good game, Lammy. Excellent. Both our links will be in the description, so if you like this, check us both out. Alright guys, this has been Tuperiu5. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out.